Hello everybody and welcome back to Nerdy Jake's YouTube channel. As always, I'm Nerdy Jake, and in today's video we're going to be doing a WWE collection video. Now a lot of you probably don't know this about me, but I have been a huge WWE wrestling fan for as long as I can remember. And it's not something new. I've been a wrestling fan since probably 2011, 2010, all the way up until now, so I know quite a lot about WWE and wrestling in general. I did used to have a much larger collection when I was a lot younger, when I was a kid. I had a huge WWE collection. But obviously over time, as I've gotten older, a lot of that stuff's just gotten damaged, broken, donated, and just thrown away really. But just during 2024, I decided I wanted to restart my WWE collection again, just from scratch. And this is just pretty much everything I've collected so far. So without further ado, so now obviously we're going to start with the figures. So like I said in the intro, during I think like mid to towards the end of 2024, last year, the time of the filming of this video, it is currently 2025, I decided that I wanted to get back into wrestling collecting again. I've always watched wrestling, I always have, but most recently I felt like getting back into collecting figures again. Now I used to have a huge Jakks Pacific and Mattel Basic collection growing up. I think I had about one Elite figure. It was a Chris Jericho Elite. It was probably one of the very last figures that I bought. So I never really ever stopped liking wrestling. It's just that over time, like I said, a lot of the stuff got damaged, broken, donated, so on and so on. But I kind of regretted that, and now I'm getting back into collecting Mattel stuff and Jakks specific stuff again. I don't have any Jakks stuff yet, but I have quite a decent collection of Mattel Basics, some old ones and some new ones. So without further ado, let's get started. So the place that I got my very first two WWE Mattel figures to start off this new collection was a place called Go Figure Collectibles in Ravenhall. Go check them out, they're an awesome place. And they have a huge glass cabinet of secondhand wrestling stuff, a lot of loose stuff, Jakks Specific, and basics as well, and even some elites, heaps of stuff. And the first two that I chose were a basic 2017 Seth freaking Rollins with the shirt there, as you can see. It's not in the greatest condition, but I don't know. I was meant to get this figure when I was a lot younger. I do remember seeing it in stores, and I kind of wanted it back, so I just bought it. And yeah, it's a great figure. It's got a pretty cool head sculpt on it, as you can see. With a lot of basics, the peg does get scuffed over time. It does happen. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2017 basic, so it's got that really basic articulation. But no, it's a great figure. And now we're going to move on to a basic, like 2010 or 2011, or 2010 basic Daniel Bryan's. This one's in decent condition. I don't know if you can see there, but part of the beard has faded off. His hair's kind of faded. But like the legs here, there's some scuffing and such on the kick pads and the boots as well, which is a bit of a shame. And as well on the back of the trunks there as well, there's some fading. But otherwise, it's in really good condition. The joints are still nice and tight. The only thing that's a little loose on him is his waist, but otherwise all the joints are still pretty tight. They're not loose, they're not floppy. His head is a little bit, which is, I notice a lot of basic Mattel figures that happens quite a lot, so yeah. And then my two most recent, and the only two I've really bought so far that I actually got brand new from a store, were this Cody Rhodes, American Nightmare Cody Rhodes here, basic Mattel. I think this is 2024. Yeah, 2024. Now I do make stop motions with these figures, so there is a little bit of wear and tear on this one in particular, just from how many stop motions I've done, which is another thing I can upload to the channel as well, which is some stop motions. I mean, but I've kept him in pretty good nick, as you can see. He's in pretty good condition. He does have some scuffing there at the back, as well as his hair a little bit, and a little bit here on his right arm. But I mean, overall, it's a really cool figure, and I do love the upgraded articulation that Mattel added with the legs that kind of go outwards or they go outwards, which we didn't see on older Mattel basics. As you can see here, the legs just really kicked back and forward. So that's really cool upgrade. I do wish that they did better paint jobs on these figures, as I've said before. But I mean, it does look like American Nightmare, as you can see there. Sorry if this is out of focus at all throughout the video. But yeah, awesome figure. Love the attire. I love those the American Nightmare logo on the boots, as well as the Dream tattoo across his chest and his neck tattoo as well, the American Nightmare logo. So yeah. And then last but not least is a female wrestler who's actually one of my favorite female wrestlers at the moment for the women's division. It's Rhea Ripley. So this is a basic Rhea Ripley that I got the same day that I got that Cody Rhodes I just showed you. I don't think they're from the same series. They may potentially be, but it's quite a good figure. It's very detailed. She's got the mommy choker there. She's got all the piercings on her face, and of course, she's got the tattoos on her hands there. She's got one on her thumb, and then she's got those ones on her palm, the back of her hand, sorry, as well. It's got the Dom logo there, the Dominic Mysterio. This is obviously a Judgment Day Rhea Ripley. It's 2024, pretty sure. Yeah, 2024 Rhea Ripley. So this would have been probably during the time that Judgment Day was together, because as we know, Judgment Day isn't really together anymore. I liked Judgment Day. I thought that they were pretty cool. I didn't really like Dominic Mysterio. I thought he was really annoying, but you know what I mean. But again, awesome articulation on these as well, with the legs that don't just kick forward and back, but they also kick outwards as well, which is really cool. And the molded hair is always a really good idea, because otherwise that happens, especially with figures that are meant to be, you know, slammed around and stuff. Paint does come off, but this is a really nice figure. I really think it's cool. I really like the black and purple aesthetic, and she's got those huge boots. I think that's really cool, but Rhea Ripley is one of my favorites. On that note, let's now move on to my basic Mattel ring, and yeah, let's just keep moving on. Alright, and next up is my basic Mattel ring. It's seen better days. I've had it for about a couple years now. But what I liked about this particular ring is that it came with multiple stickers, so you can choose if you want it to be SmackDown, you can choose it to be SmackDown. If you want it to be Raw, it can be Raw. I do not like the white ropes though. I know that white ropes are more common now than they used to be, but I mean, I miss the red ropes and the blue ropes, the colored ropes, depending on what show you were watching. And now they're just the boring white ropes, but it's just a basic Mattel ring with the screen, obviously. It's a great ring. I had many of these growing up, and this is just one that I've had for a couple of years. I bought it a couple of years ago. Like I said, wear and tear from doing stop motions and stuff, it happens. And also, we moved, and I had to, like, all the turnbuckle stickers kind of got a little messed up, because when I tied the string around them, and they were kind of, you know, up against each other in the box that I had them packed in. But overall, a great ring. Yeah, Mattel always seems to come in clutch, and I really do enjoy these rings. So here's what a figure looks like inside, so for a comparison. So we'll put Cody Rhodes here, and we'll put Daniel Bryan's on that side, so just so you guys can sort of get an idea of the scale of this thing. I mean, this is it next to my face, my head, so you can see it's quite large, decent sized. It's not super large, but it's not super small either. And like I said, it's got the spring. It sounds like a real wrestling ring, so which I like as well. I always loved that as a kid. Alright, so now we're going to move on to my Intercontinental Championship. Here I have a replica of the Heavyweight Intercontinental Championship title, which is, in my opinion, one of my favorite titles. I mean, other than the original, like the spinny belt, which I used to actually have a spinny belt when I was quite young, and I used to wear it a lot, but I don't really wear this. It's mainly just for display. It looks really cool. It's a nice belt, super shiny. You can see the side plates there as well, and then the W, and it should say Intercontinental Championship on it, and it should say heavyweight there in the middle as well. So yeah, Alright, and we have one more item to show you in my WWE collection, and this video will be coming to a conclusion. I know I'm a little behind, but I have a Xbox One copy of 2K23, which is, in my personal opinion, one of my favorite 2K games, or WWE 2K. I didn't really play many of the others, original ones, but I really like WWE 2K23, and I am going to get 24 and 25 very soon. So if you guys want to see me do some gaming here on the channel as well, this could be a fun game. We could do some awesome matches on here, Elimination Chamber even, and yeah, so with that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.